Boom! Welcome to another YouTube. Well, my old dad was planning on picking up his Osmo yesterday and filming a middle class arm slash recovery session at David Lloyd. But oh my god, I woke up and I just wasn't in the best of moods. And honestly, man, I mean, like the first vlog that I filmed for y'all, it was quite a passive vlog, right? You know, there wasn't really much enthusiasm, pizzazz, but I'm getting more comfortable with Osmo now, so I can showcase my best self. And I just didn't have that yesterday. So I thought, do you know what, mate? Give it 24 hours, pick it up today. We'll go through a rest day. A little bit more food's been added. I've got a couple of new setups or new starts to do today. I've got a consult call to do today. I'm going to go to Flex Unit and I'm going to go check out the spa. I'm going to do my cardio, my calves, my abs again. Tell people that they look good. Tell some people that they've probably fucked up a little bit and they should have improved their behaviours this week. Just more I'll show you a bit, pretty much. I'm excited. I'm getting into a good groove of these things as well. And Luke's done a great job at turning them quickly for y'all. And that's a really good point, man. If you guys get any feedback, I am a slag for content, right? And I'm starting prep and what's going to be at the end of December, start of January, right? I've still not done a 10,000 calorie challenge yet. So hey, if anyone wants to see me, I could probably get Big Blair along. I could probably see if my wife wants to do it with me, Joanna. I mean, she probably likes the idea of it, but I know for a fact that she ain't keeping up with the big dogs. The real content that I love, especially when I'm prep, is like nature content. Like just seeing people going backpacking and like building cabins in the woods, or building like snow dens, you know, lost in the Arctic Circle, -7,000 degrees survival. Yeah, that's my kind of, that's my, people are like slicing seals open, like slipping them and shit. I'm gonna get stuck into check-ins, man. I've got a really fucking busy day today, man. Mondays I have got a 19 check-ins. Monday through Friday I'll do about 18 to 20 check-ins. My like client limit's 100. I've been over that, and I never have any intention to ever be on. Like 100 clients is enough for me to like take care of everyone to incredibly high flashing. Like I don't want to be a meal deal coach, bro. Just like churning. Like I when I'm looking at this here, like I'm looking at my sheet, and most of the people that I'm coaching today have been with me for well over a year. That's why I love. That's why I like. Cause mate, they're fucking homies. They're brothers. They're mates. You know. I think people need to stop forget that you don't have clients, you get friends, especially in the coaching industry. Like the more personal you can be, the more comfortable that individual is. It'll generate greater buy-in, greater trust, greater progress. So yeah, always remember, you don't have clients, you don't have friends. And I remember listening to a podcast that Andy Scott put up ages ago, man, and he said like what any advice for anyone coming through the ranks, and I'd say the exact same thing now to anyone asking me. I was like, treat anyone client like they're your only client. Just give them everything you can, and that's it. When our clients checked in this morning, not too long, finished competing. Post show phase is so fragile. Anyone who's competed will know the struggle. Appetite goes to the roof. That immediate goal isn't so immediate, and in turn there can be a little bit of loss of control with regards to eating behaviours. Now the client at play has been absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. I can't say anything negatively about them at all. The behaviours post show up until yesterday were stellar. I don't want yesterday's behaviour to take away from that, right? They've done so well. As a first timer, who the individual in question is, you don't know what the fuck's going to happen, right? And the only way you're going to learn, in the game of bodybuilding is through fucking up a couple of times. I've done post show the right way and I've done post show the wrong way, and the wrong way is what taught me the most. Now, in situations like these where there's a sleight of hand and clients begin to overindulge post show, I'm never going to fucking talk down to them. I'm never going to make them feel like shit. I've been in that position before, and I've been spoken to like a bit of a mug man, and you already feel awful. You already feel awful, and these people have committed so much, right? Like I know how much the goal means to them. They wouldn't dedicate 20 weeks of a prison-like life for the sake of it, right? They want to succeed here. It's just a slight loss of, a slight slip of the hand. There's a couple of things that we can do to help control those behaviours. It's only when they become a habit that's a bad thing. Like I said, the client in question hasn't slipped up once. It's just a little bit of a mishap. And I think it's probably been because of the restriction that's occurred. You know, I spoke to them, they've not had any off-plan meals, they're not balancing any macros, they're just committing to the plan. And I want that flexibility, and the body wants that flexibility. The gut has been deprived of a plethora of micros for so long that it needs variety. The body wants to gain some weight, but we have to in a sensible manner, in a controlled manner. So what we're going to be doing to make sure that it doesn't become a habit is increase our check-in frequency to daily. If you know you're going to be sending your coach your picture every single day, you're going to be less inclined to go off plan, right? And also it means that the sooner they can establish that balance, the sooner I can allocate more food, and the sooner we will see, you know, hunger hormones like leptin and ghrelin begin to settle. What I've also done as well is allocated some free calories across the day for her. Because again, I don't want restriction right now, I want variety. So a slight adjustment for across the day, just a micro pullback across a couple of meals. Instead of some meals having, let's say, 60 gram of rice, I've got 50 gram of rice. So just a slight pullback there, but we can bump up, you know, veg content in turn, just to assist with satiety. And then I've just given a little bit more food towards the end of the day amongst some free calories, of which she can do whatever she wants with. We still have ample protein at play, ample fats at play, ample carbs at play. This is just 300 calories, whatever you're craving on that day, go and have it, get it out of your fucking system. And I promise you that in a few weeks, she ain't even going to be having that free calorie anymore. Why? Because I've been there myself. Obviously, client to client, it's different, but like, I'm never going to make client feel shit about it. Like, I've had clients binge on prep before and I've went fucking mental. I'll say this client specific, Yusuf. He's my boy, he's my brother. I've coached him for years now, man. He's like family. I love the boy. And I went mental when he binged on prep. Fucking mental. And I vowed to never speak to him like that again. Because it was unfair, it was unjust. And I felt like an asshole afterwards. And he's my boy. These are people that look up to me. These are people I need to inspire and guide, not belittle. So yeah, I learned a lot through that. And I'm a lot better a coach for it. Anyway, hope that helps anyone in the post-show phase, man. If anyone's going through a tricky spot, man, they're struggling, mate, feel free to drop me a line, man. I'm always happy to help where I can. You're not in it alone, you know, like, psychologically it takes a fucking pounding as well, man. I'm about to jump on a consult call just now with a potential female client, and something I'll always do beforehand is just do a little bit of a vetting. So I'll always just like have a quick chat with them, you know, in the lead up to jumping on the call, just via text. I'll get them to send across or send back to me a questionnaire, and then, you know, from the response, I'll pretty much just start to tear it all apart, and almost just like have little preloaded questions at the ready, so I know, right, what's going on here? Okay, I need to ask this to get an answer to here, so I can do this, this, and this. I don't just jump in a call, you know, bloody willy-nilly and just shoot the shit. You know, you need to have a bit of a strategy going into it. You know, you need to have an idea of what they're looking to get out of it. And yeah, just giving it a nice, safe and calm and chill space. I'm not one for formality, in case you can't already tell. So yeah. Good morning, Rebecca. How are you, mate?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Good. Thank you so bloody much for jumping on the call this morning. You having a good day so far?
Yeah, I am. It's been good.
Mega.
How about you?
Yeah, do you know what, man? It's been a really, really productive one. It's been a really busy season for me. So for the past, like, up until last week, I've been traveling. Boom. So, first meal's again, done did. Like I said, chicken mince, some veg, avocado. Oh, no way, man. I just remember I don't have any avocado. Massive indica. Great. Okay, well, let's just having some chicken mince just now, and then with one of my meals later on, I'll just have avocado. I've got a pretty tight schedule work-wise this morning, so I can't just run out. I thought I had avocado. This is all getting done live, guys, right? That's quite annoying. Anyway, wait for that to get cooked. We'll smash that, get back to work. I was going to say, I'll show you guys the finished article, but it's going to be pretty sad, isn't it? I'll show you anyway, but that's how it's looking anyway. I appreciate it looks sad. It's going to look even more sad in a minute. Got to put a dark wash in at 40. No, 30. Not 40. 40... I fucking die. 8:30, peace on earth. In fact, you know what? I could use this time quite sensibly, can't I? And I could give people a rundown over what my timeline is looking like. I can. Bosh. Okay. Don't. So, I am 6 or 7 weeks into my push-up. It's been very, very slow and gradual, but I am now 4 or 5 kilos up from my lightest. But conditions pretty much the same. Maybe like a little bit softer through the lower back, but really not by that much. I do feel like the past couple of days I've been holding a little bit as well. I can just feel like my stomach's a little bit jiggly. But anyway, from a rate of gain perspective, that's very fashionable, especially for myself, because I'm prone to getting quite chubby. Now look, people will look at me, and when I say that I'm not lean, or when I feel fat, people are like, Taylor, you're really lean. And a lot of people will comment on the condition that I hold year round. It's relative to me. You know, I can get very conditioned when I compete, and I want to get even more conditioned than what I've ever been this time round. Like, it's gonna sound really tacky, but I want to be like the most conditioned person in Scotland. Like, put a stamp on it and say, right, that's me. You know, I'm never going to be the biggest, man. I know that. So like right now, I really talks about the off season. I'm not that arsed about just pushing weight up for the sake of pushing weight up. If I can just refine, like if I got to like a good 110, like a good tight 110 by December, the end of December, by prep starting, I would fucking take that, man. Because I don't think I'll be doing a long prep. Like, I'm looking at the kind of shows and stuff. I wanted to do the Arnold Classic UK, but I don't know how that'll work timeline wise, so I'll need to do a regional beforehand. And I can't like cook my load too fucking soon, because I want to do a good few shows and the placement of them is key, so I need to kind of wait and see what the schedule's saying there to kind of like really lock in. But for sure I'm doing the Scottish shows, so I'll do Two Bros Scotland and probably PCA as well. Mate, I can't wait, but it's going to be like, I'm quite not nervous, but like I'm really excited for it. It's going to bring, I know this season's going to bring something out of me that I've never been able to do before, because I feel that there's a bit of pressure. I still feel like I am going a bit of an underdog. Like whenever I've competed, you know, the competition's been good, but I've never came up against anyone notable that's got a good track record, whereas I feel like that'll be happening next year in Scotland. Like, there'll be a lot of good boys, and they're going to want to fucking smash my fucking arse in. You know, just like I want to smash their arse in as well. A lot of great competitors doing it, and I can't control what the fuck happens, I can't control what they do, I can't control how good they come in, I can only control my actions through prep and just let Dan land it, which I'm confident in. He'll be coming up here for all the shows. I said to him, I was like, bro, you want to come up multiple points, just across my prep and see me? Didn't fucking reply to me, the bastard. Just went off on a tangent. I was like, cheers, bro. I was like, I'll pay for you to come up, man. But nothing. He probably will though. He fucking better. He needs to. It's hard for me now to just like set up shop and leave. You know, like when I've worked with, let's say, Cuba in the past, I've went down to his before. I can't do that now. I'm too busy. If my work routine goes to shit, everything goes to shit. I'm really sorry if that's really loud, guys. Look, I'm sorry. Yeah, if I like start venturing, doing these massive trips, man, down to fucking England, Arse in England, like, it takes too much out of me on prep, man. Like, I've learned so much through prep, and I want to make this one my best yet, and my most productive yet, and my most successful and composed yet, and I'm determined to do so. And I've learned so much throughout every single prep that I've done, and I'm just putting it all together, and I'm hopeful that the outcome's awesome. I want to just fucking step on stage and people are just like, that's the dream that I have. I'm always trying to like see things before they happen, and that's what I'm trying to see, you know. I know a lot of my friends will be going to the shows as well. Probably family will be there. and I want to feel like I've progressed. I want to step on stage and like, yeah, Taylor's done the fucking work. I know I've done the work, but I want to be like, yeah, you can tell. Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, we're here. And, you know, we'll dip our toes into a pro queue. I'll get fucking smoked. But again, if I'm conditioned, man, like, that talks, you know, and I'll make sure my presentation's good, and I'll try my best, you know. If I'm still a pro queue, I'd love to get first call-outs, man. I'm definitely not expected to be winning or anything, but I'd love to be, you know, in the mix. In the mix. The thing for me is, like, my physique, I need to be a heavyweight bodybuilder. I can't be a super heavyweight, because just, if I was to be a super heavyweight, I'd need to be like 110 kilos, like, peeled to the gills, whereas I'm probably lucky if I'll be like over 100 peeled. Can't even see it, but I'll put in some lettuce, just a wee bed of lettuce. A little bed of lettuce goes in there, and then, oh, 1, 2, 3, there we go. That is the chicken mince, and then, oops, we'll chuck on, oops, a wee tomato. Bosh. Boop. Time to get stuck back into work. Just about to get stuck into the second half of check-in for the day. About to get stuck into my client Cammy. He's been with me now for well over a year, man, and he is the absolute boy. This is him at the minute. Still deep into his improvement phase. He's now 10 kilos up from his leanest, but composition is still holding very, very favourably. Something that's really sick about Cam is he's kind of launched his coaching business, but he's been pushing himself in other avenues. So this here is his YouTube, and go and check it out, man. He's a great bloody lad, great bloody kid, great bloody potential, good at his content, and yeah. As a coach, like, if I can ever support any of my guys, I understand that, like, bodybuilding, see, like, our success as bodybuilders, it kind of feeds our business. Like, we are a bit of a billboard for our own business, right? And the more things like this we can do, the more we can develop our physique, you know, the more people we typically will attract. You know, it is what it is. You know, that's why I don't think, like, people should be gravitating towards fat, out of shape coaches unless they've been there in the past. I have full ambition to be a fat, lazy bastard once I'm finished my bodybuilding. I will be that chubby coach from the sideline. I won't be. It's too much of my life now. I'm never changing. Always going to be a psychotic and anxious individual around food. Love it. But the point is, man, if I can ever support my guys, if I can ever push them down other avenues to try and increase the chance of success, I will. For me, it's not just about, like, the coaching relationship, but, like, what I can give them outside of just the bodybuilding. Sorry, me again. Ryan's competing on Friday, and we're just running, like, multiple check-ins pretty much across the day. So today's pretty much just checking after every meal. I'm going to get him to check in after every meal for the next couple of days. It's the last hurrah. Now, usually I would get guys to check in pretty much meal by meal from about 3 days out. But with Ryan, though, like I said, it's for last send, so I may as well. And I don't have any clients competing until next year anyway after this one. So I'm like, fuck it, let's just go tonto and let's just go over it and make sure there's absolutely every nook and cranny that we can go into has been examined. And Ryan loves that sort of shit as well, man. Like, he enjoys the attention, and I enjoy doing it as well. So I've just got visuals just now. I'm just running kind of like assessment points from this morning comparatively to there. And as discussed, we're going meal by meal. We've already mapped out kind of water targets, salt targets. But yeah, I don't think you probably won't see much of a difference through the pictures just now. Compared to, like, what I'm seeing, it's different, man. It's different. But that's him from the rear just now, and this was him from the rear this morning. So just actually a little bit fuller so far. Water staying down. Actually a little bit more dryness, I think, through the midsection comparatively to earlier on. Granted, this is when you need to be mindful of the lighting. So see here, it's a little bit more pale, whereas here it's a little bit more tanned. I'm going to assume that, with that said, and I know how Ryan is, he's pretty much going to be holding pretty sweet, but I do think he'll be a little bit fuller, just subject to water and salt. So yeah, bosh. And try and get your guys checking in different lighting, man. Don't just get them to check in the same spots. You know, I'll be getting him to check in at the gym. Just to like make sure that bases are covered from like an assessment perspective. Like lighting will definitely you can't hinder your decision making or impact your decision making. So at least if we've got like a control look, and then we can run comparisons of different lighting, gives you something to work off of. As I mentioned, I don't just work with competitors. I actually really enjoy working with lifestyle clients. I love working with like fat loss clients. So people just want to lose like fucking loads of weight. People are like really, really big. I've got the right mindset. Oh mate, I fucking love that, man, because that's like life changing shit. I suppose this is as well. So this is my client Adult. So Adult is a doctor. Cracking lad, been working with him for a while now. But this is the progress that we have made. So that's him. He came on board, and this is the boy now. Madness. Well chuffed for that. But yeah, he's a doctor. His work is absolute mental. Every single week he's like, Taylor, I'm getting this and this and this, or I'm doing this and this and this, and I'm like, right bro, let me just fucking plan your weeks. I'm pretty much his PA. But hey, I had to work with him for a while, man, and he was absolute fucking useless. Like, useless. Awful. It's just so inconsistent, man. It's a good genetics as well, Brev. I'm like, mate, you're fucking this up. And just the penny just dropped, man. He was on holiday, bro. You know, he used to come back like a right bastard, like a right fat bastard, and comes back just dialed. You know, I've actually got another client, Lewis Holden. Again, another really good example. Like, he used to just be like half foot in, half foot out, man. But like, went on a holiday there, baptised, mate, came back a different person, switched on after that diet was just finished, man, like, just wants more. This is coaching, man, like, just taking a bit of a lost body, someone with, like, a lot of love and passion for it, and just, like, mould them into an athlete, someone that's consistent. No two clients are the same, you know. Ado's a doctor, Lewis is another coach, another very successful coach. Got a client on prep at the minute who's looking awesome. So, yeah. No, wrong fucking button. I do this every day. You press start, then menu, then start. Jesus. I do it every day. Start, roast, 170, 15, bosh. I'll come home, it'll be the usual lettuce, tomato. What's up, big dog? Do you know what time it is? Sit. Gentle, gentle, down, down, good, stay, Wagwarn, wait, stay, okay, go, chaos, carnage. Watch this, he just starts bounding over now. Right, come on you, leave the toy at home, come for a pee, Kaisi, come. Come on. Right, leave it. Okay, let's go. I'll get that when I get back. Vámonos. So, going out on a wee loop. Look at this. Dickhead. Oh, I should have put the wee fuzzy thing on it in case the wind decides to botch it. Anyway, we walk for the dog. Still a little bit of work through, but it's all good. Still nice and early. So yeah, we used to take him on a couple as a minimum, like 25-30 minute walks a day. That kind of keeps him pretty sweet, pretty happy. I stay like a working farm. It's absolute class here. Like, I absolutely love it. And yeah, a few months ago, cow decided to jump the fence, mate. It was one of the most terrifying experiences of my life. I was having a gander or chat with my neighbour Pete beforehand. We're having a laugh, like, do you think you could batter a sheep? Oh, not a sheep, sorry, a cow. I could definitely batter a sheep. But Christ, the cow on the other hand, especially this thing, nah, no chance. Jumped the fence, I was screaming like a little girl. Cows are shat the bed. Scenes. Anyway, this is what it's like out here. Boom. Yeah, just I absolutely love it out here. When I move house, it has to be in like this like country setting. I'd love to build my own house. Love to build one, but it's stressful as hell. My dad was like really fortunate when he was younger to have built his own house. And I was asking him about it, and he was like, honestly, Taylor, if you want a couple of years of stress and then to move into a house and still be unhappy with it, because you'll probably, you'll have this idea in something, and then you'll get it done, and you're like, shit, I wish I'd done this and this and this. He's like, it's not worth it. Just get a nice big house in the middle of nowhere. That's the plan. Unless everyone fancies to sell me some land for real cheap, I'll sell you my trunks. Anyway, having a good time, my boy? Got a wee pee-pee? Come on then. We are just back. My rice is literally just finished, so I'm going to chuck it in or have 100 grams of raw wheat rice, 240 grams of masa, 1 tomato, handful of lettuce, and we will be putting in some fats with this meal. And then the dog is enjoying his meal as well. Isn't that nice, Mr. Wisey? I will show you guys the finished article. Delicious. Always has to be smoked. Always. Chickens are all now done and dusted. I have got to send across a lovely walkthrough for Sir Ross, which I'm going to get on just now. A couple of little updates in terms of responses just to take care of, and then once those 2 tasks are done, I think I'm going to get my ass to the gym for some cardio. Joanna has left her headphones as well, so I'm going to make sure and deliver them to her before her session, otherwise she ain't going to be too happy. So I'll get them dropped off, I'll get this finalised, I'll place record and I'll let you guys listen in to a wee walk through. Good afternoon, Captain Newlands. Welcome to the motherfucking team and welcome to your walkthrough video. Now, the intent of this video, Ross, is pretty much to give you a rundown over the what, the why, the when, the where, to assess the timeline, to look at the strategy that we're employing, and to cover the check-in process itself. Now, from a visual perspective, every single Sunday, you will wake up in the morning and send me your pictures and body weight. Now, if you do decide to have your weekly cheat meal on a Saturday, take your pictures on Saturday morning, submit them to me on a Saturday for a Monday response. Now, the way that I operate is almost on like a hierarchical basis. So I will always deal with my prep competition clients first, my then diet clients, and then my off-season clients. Now, based on where you're at just now, you will be slotted into the diet segment. To the right, you will see the calendar/timeline. Green is indicative of diet, and as you'll see, between now and the end of the year, it is go time. Granted, from the 25th through until the 1st, that will be time off. I will give you that time with family. We're probably going to have to extend the diet just for 1 week into the new year, just to flush anything that's like accumulated during that week. It's so important, mate, that as a parent, as a father, that you are so present with your family during this window of opportunity. They've just dieted hard for, what's that, like 10, 12 weeks? You can enjoy a little bit of breathing space with family. It's only right you give back after being a little bit selfish and really honing in on dietary behaviours and training behaviours. I've pretty much just kind of carried over where your food was, but I've kind of like loosely reset it. So the plan of attack is I need you to be bang on the ball with regards to behavioural, with regards to diet behaviours over the next 7 days, just to give me the greatest insight, because I need to move fast. I need to move fast. And as discussed, that always comes from a position of stability, a position of predictability, and a position of authority. And I don't have that if your intake's been quite ambiguous. So please, big guy, if you could kindly... Right, yo. So there's a wee insight into a wee walkthrough. And that was like the first 5 minutes. I still had like another 3 or 4 or 5 segments that I hadn't covered. But I feel like Luke would probably kill me having to go through a 20-minute individual clip. So hopefully he's sliced and diced it and you've got a nice idea of what it's about. Ultimately, it's about putting the client at ease. It's about informing them over what's happening. It's about informing them over the strategy at play, why we're doing what we're doing. And I always try and invite them to share their thoughts and feedback. If there's anything that I maybe have missed, anything that I can be programmed better. The thing is that people that I usually work with are pretty skilled now. They've all got good muscle. They've built that themselves. I just need to take on board what they're saying, look at their physique, scrutinise their physique and get even more out of that. Again, I've said it before, but it's a partnership, not a dictatorship. I know I kind of referred to another kind of vlog man, but I was really taken aback when someone said that Taylor is a dictator. I'm so far from that. Why? Because I've been in like a relationship with a coach and it's been like that, and it's for someone that's as advanced as what I am, is relatively successful within bodybuilding that I am, I still don't appreciate that sort of stuff. Like I want to be heard, and like I said, I know how to build muscle, and it's the same with a lot of my guys. We are on the same playing field. I was listening to a podcast and one of the coaches were asked, like, what's your stance in terms of like the relationship we have with your coach? Like, are you like a manager? Are you like are you the director? And he's like nah mate. He's like, I'm on the fucking field with these boys. He's like, we're on the same level, and it's no different, and that really, really resonated with myself. Boom. That is us. Time to go. I get stuck into some cardio, calves, and a motherfucking abs. Let's go. Oh. I'm actually quite excited to get out of the house, man. I've been cooped up all fucking day, man. Like all day. I've not had the chance to get out apart from the walk with the pooch. Oh. I don't know if anyone can hear this, but this is new. Last night, Joe and I were trying to put on like lounge music, and like this jazz came on, and I think we just went with it. But now it's just carried into my car. So I'm training cardio, and my legs are still pretty battered from last week. So I think I'm going to do like an incline treadmill walk this time round. I know, I'm a pussy boy. The thing is, mate, is that being a bodybuilder for so long has taught me to be intuitive, especially in opportunities where I can be intuitive. When I'm in prep, whether I like it or not, it's the Stairmaster until I'm otherwise told. Whereas in the off season, I've learned to really trust my body, to trust the feedback that's given me, and I can still get my heart rate up to 110 to 120 with ease on an incline treadmill. It's just a bit easier on a Stairmaster. So yeah, we're going to let the legs breathe a little bit today, go on an incline treadmill walk. It's actually a great time that I'll use for like planning and mapping out content. I don't really get a chance to stop. Like I do not stop. It's like one thing into the other, into the other, into the other. It's just this like never-ending flow like diagram or graph. But I wouldn't have it any other day, man. Any other way, man. I'm so blessed to be busy. And it's important that I think individuals remind ourselves of that, especially in the current climate when so many people are struggling for clients and whatnot. I'm so blessed to work with the people that I do as well. So blessed. Anyway. Oh, I'm ripping it. Vamonos! Engage the V6, gypsy boy! Shit. I just remembered that I was supposed to bring Joanna her headphones and I have forgotten. I'm going to have one grumpy ass feel. And mate, she was already pissed off this morning because she slept past her alarm. Well, fucking Fanny Boys didn't set her alarm. So it serves her right. Serves her right. Come on, there we go. Vámonos. So, as you'll have seen, 3 sets on the Temple Gym ab crunch. We're going to do more higher rep stuff today, as I spoke about before. I don't know how I'm feeling. Feeling like strong, fuerte, big old balls. I'll do a few sets of 8 to 12. If I feel like my testes resemble that of a 5-year-old girl, then I'll I'll just run some higher rep work. I think it's nice to have a little bit of variety in there, and as mentioned, I won't solely do this. I'll do a cable crunch, I'll do some lagging head raises. Bonus points if you know what the fuck a lagging head raise is. So yeah, 2 sets here, 1, 2, calf variation. Right boys, that is today's session done. Sorry I couldn't do very much of a walkthrough over the calves. There's some in the way. Ready for a wee sauna, big boy? Come on! Lucky you get going to a big sauna with this big sexy bastard. Let's go! What are you doing? You get out of the shop. We got a thumbnail. We got a thumbnail. We got a thumbnail. Yeah. Sounds like something for Grindr. Come on the poofs. Bosh. Right, let's go sauna. Jeez! So there's a TV as well, man! That's fucking sick! I was gonna come in here on a fucking a Saturday night with the boys and just fucking get a couple of J's. This is dope.
That's the opposite, is that right?
Yeah. So, fucking sauna. These are all the cup chairs, like 4 of them. Plunge pool, mate. This is fucking awesome, man.
Bye, driver. What's happening, cheese? Motherfucker.
Bosh. So, sauna, abs, calves, cardio done and dusted. Bro, I feel great after that sauna, man. I feel charged to the tits. Like, charged. So anyway, you and I, we're going to go to Morrison's now and pick up the avocado that I didn't have, and I also see I didn't have any dark chocolate. So yeah, come let me show you a bit. It's also gotten incredibly foggy all of a sudden, out of absolutely nowhere. But yeah, look at my face, it's all red. I can remember, this is when I was like up at like 115, 16 kilos, so I got a fair bit heavier than where I'm at just now. Clearly blood pressure to the max. And obviously when your body goes through a shift in core temperature, we're going to see a degree of intra-bodily pressure rise, right? It's like heating a plastic bottle, right? The tension, the pressure builds and builds and builds. I can remember getting out of the sauna, I'm really heavy, been lying down, and my face was like a big bloody swollen pumpkin, man. It was bad. I actually cannot wait to use that in prep, man. Cannot wait. Anyway, to Morrison's we go. Second last meal, we've got some chicken mince. Today has been absolutely, what the hell are you doing, man? Also, who buys cabbage? Genuinely, like who actually buys, trying to watch your fingers please, who actually buys cabbage? Like who likes cabbage?
Me.
Anyway, last meal, got chicken, got some avo. Got some lettuce, we've got some rice, and that'll be us ready to rock and roll. I do still have a little bit of work to do tonight, so I'm going to get this food in me, and then I'll sit at my desk and I'll get the final bits and bobs of work done. And if I'm lucky, I'll get a little bit of time to chill and sit on the sofa. But yeah, that'll be me for today. Thanks again for watching. Lots of love, and I will see you on the next one. Peace.